Hey, it's Jeremy, a grateful recovering addict, a grateful believer in Jesus Christ and the work He's doing through me, just through these daily devotions. It's very helpful to me personally. And anyways. Today is Monday, April the 18th, 2022, and today's devotion is titled Wait. The scriptures tell of a king who also paid a high price for his impatience. Eager for God to bless the Israelites in their battle against the Philistines, Saul acted impatiently. When Samuel did not arrive at the appointed time to offer a sacrifice for God's favor, Saul became impatient and disobeyed God's command. 1 Samuel 13:8, 9, and 13. Impatience led Saul to think he was above the law and take on an unauthorized position of priest. He thought he could disobey God without serious consequence. He was wrong. When Samuel arrived, he rebuked Saul for his disobedience and prophesied that Saul would lose the kingdom. Saul's refusal to wait for development of God's plan caused him to act in haste. And in his haste, he lost his way. His impatience was the ultimate display of lack of faith. The Lord will provide His guiding presence as we wait patiently for Him to bring out His will. Tune your anxious hearts to patience. Walk by faith where sight is dim. Be calm and trustful. Leave everything to Him. Patience means awaiting God's time and trusting God's love. Patience is very hard. Patience, I think it said it best. Patience and faith kind of run together because it's pretty hard to be patient if you don't have faith in what you're doing, or faith in the outcome. Anyways, this devotion was very meaningful, and it's for me personally, this lesson's very hard to apply. It's so hard to have patience. When I fail, no matter who I've hurt or what I've done, I seem to want to do what's right, of course, and I want the person I hurt to hurry and forgive me. When I say I'm sorry without having to prove I won't make the same mistake again, or I expect a pat on the back every time I do something right. Everybody says actions are louder than words. And unfortunately, I've been told this, and it hurt. But the reason it hurt was it was true. But I'm very good at apologizing. But what I'm not very good at is, consistently changing my actions. I know that sounds crazy, but the best definition of that behavior, the behavior that I have, is insane. Doing the same things over and over and over again, expecting a different outcome, a different result. That's crazy. That's insane. But that's what I find myself doing a lot of the times. Just not putting forth the effort into action. Waiting on the Lord requires a different kind of patience. It's a patient trust. And that's two small words, patient trust, but man, they have a deep meaning. Patience means that we give God the benefit of the doubt that He knows what He's doing and on His time. And trusting is God's way of seeing if we trust Him before we move forward. And waiting on God reminds us that we're not in control. Ultimately, He's in control. Like I said, waiting reminds me that I'm not in charge. I'm the patient. I'm the patient in the doctor's office. I'm in the waiting room. I'm not the doctor. I'm not the doctor. In the real issues of life, I'm not just waiting around. I'm waiting on God. Therefore, I can trust His wisdom and I can trust His timing. I've heard it said that the person who waits on God loses no time. As a man, I want to fix things. I want to fix my problems, my relationships, my conflicts. Fixing and controlling situations and trying to control people. It's like trying to make the sun rise faster. From time to time, I have to be reminded that I'm not God. My job is to be a watchman. I need to have a watchman's attitude, a confident and alert expectation that God will do what He said He will do. I have to honestly just look at things different and honestly stop viewing hardships, disappointments, mistakes, and regrets as I have to stop viewing those as a major roadblock in my life. Because at times that's what it feels like, right? You're doing the right things, and you're patiently waiting, and then something comes up, and that's what it feels like to me, is a roadblock. But I need to start looking at those, instead of looking at it as a roadblock, I need to look at it as a detour to greater opportunities and blessings. So in times of patience, count your blessings, and keep moving forward in all that you do. There is a bigger plan than what we can see. Pray for guidance, strength, and courage. That's a big thing is praying. You just gotta pray. You gotta believe. And have faith that God's going to do what He said He will do. And just keep moving forward. That's all you can do. That's all you can do is keep moving forward. But I hope this benefited someone. I know I'm benefiting a lot from these devotions. I'm getting a little more comfortable. I write down everything, write down my feelings and stuff. I'm not a good public speaker. It's not something that I've ever really done, except for through these devotions. And I'd like to be a light to someone else. Show someone else if it's through seeing a video or whatever. If I can help just one person along the way, then it's all worth the uncomfortableness, and it's just well worth it. And I think it's important to remember. I saw this saying years ago in California at an NA meeting. They had all kinds of phrases and stuff written on the walls. One always stood out to me, and it's pretty simple saying, but man, that's deep. But the saying, it was written on the wall. It said, "Pain is necessary. Suffering is optional. Failure, mistakes, regret, all of that stuff can beat you down and cause you pain. Other people can cause you pain. Right? I mean, sure, it would be nice if nobody's actions affected your mood, but as a human, that's nearly impossible, right? But pain happens. Life happens. There's a lot that causes pain. But if you didn't know what pain felt like, if you didn't know what that hurt felt like, then you also wouldn't know what amazing feels like, right? If you don't experience hurt, then you don't have an appreciation. I guess is the better word. Is what I'm trying to say. If you don't experience the hurt, you don't have an appreciation for the amazing things, the good things. The pain you feel today doesn't have to hurt you tomorrow. You can choose to stop suffering over things that are done, that you've done, or things that are out of your control. Keep in mind, you can go all over the world. You can be gone for 20 years. You go away and leave everything behind for 100 years. You could stay gone and across the country, wherever. But when you come back, you'll find that people, places, and things, they really don't change that much, if they change at all. Sure, things change. Buildings get built or remodeled, and I shouldn't say people don't change, because I'm an example that people do change. But overall, you can say that people, places, and things don't change. That we have to be the change. If you leave for a long time and you come back and you didn't change yourself, then you're going to fall back into the comfortableness of what you was doing. You're going to fall back into the same thing. So we have to be the ones that change. I choose to change the pattern. I choose to break the cycle. I'm the one changing. I feel God. I feel Him working in my life. And I know the direction that He's pointing me in. I don't know the timing. And patience is hard, right? We went over that before, but somehow, some way, God's will be done, and His will be done. So just remember, you will recover. We do recover. I can feel it. I can feel it in my heart. The change that's happening in my life, and I don't understand everything. I don't have to. I'm just going to keep doing what's working, keep doing the next right thing, and trust God's will and His timing for my life. But anyways, I just hope somebody needed to hear this. I hope that someone can get a little something out of this. But thanks for your time, and have a great day. Keep smiling. Keep moving forward. God bless.